The universe is vast, on a scale so immense that language itself fails to capture its true scope. But let's try. Imagine the moon, shrunk down to the size of a single pixel. At that scale, you begin to grasp the sheer emptiness of our own solar system. It isn't the neat, flat ring of planets from our childhood textbooks, it's an ocean of void, already larger than we can truly comprehend. N. Now, let's zoom out further. Shrink that entire solar system, from the sun to the farthest reaches of its influence, down to the size of your fingerprint. On this new scale, our Milky Way galaxy would stretch across the continental United States. The nearest major galaxy, Andromeda, would be almost 3 Earth diameters away. And the entire observable universe? It would be the size of our real solar system. We are a speck, within a speck, within a speck. And given this unfathomable size and the billions of years the cosmos has existed, a profound question arises. Where is everyone? The universe holds trillions of galaxies, each home to hundreds of billions of stars and planets. The math suggests there should be a staggering number of chances for life, perhaps 100 million opportunities. Even if life is exceptionally rare, emerging on just 1% of 1% of 1% of planets, our galaxy alone should still host around 100,000 civilizations like ours. Yet, when we listen, all we hear is silence. When we look, all we see is an empty stage. Are we truly alone in this vast, hostile, and possibly infinite expanse? This contradiction is the Fermi Paradox, one of the greatest mysteries known to humanity. And while we lack a definitive answer, we have many theories, ranging from the fascinating to the utterly terrifying. One possibility is that life is simply far rarer than we imagine. We know from our own planet how precarious existence is. Life requires perfect conditions, maintained over billions of years, just to survive. A slight nudge in the wrong direction, and we wouldn't be here. Of the billions of species that have ever lived on Earth, only one has reached this level of technological intelligence. And even our journey was a product of immense luck and struggle. Perhaps we are the first to make it this far. Someone has to be N. Another chilling idea is the Great Filter. This theory suggests there is some barrier, some inevitable challenge that prevents civilizations from advancing past a certain point. The universe is a dangerous place. Our planet could be struck by an asteroid, bathed in a gamma ray burst, or consumed by a wandering black hole. Life on Earth has barely survived multiple mass extinctions, and that's on a perfect world. Now, we've created our own filters. We developed nuclear weapons less than a century ago. What dangers will we invent in another 1,000 years? Perhaps the reason we see no one is that intelligent life inevitably destroys itself, or is wiped out by the cosmos before it can spread. What if they simply don't care? Our search for extraterrestrial life is based on our own curiosity and drive to explore. We assume other intelligent beings would share these traits. But what if they don't? What if their world is a paradise they have no desire to leave? Or what if they evolve to pursue an inner, digital world rather than an outer, physical one? Life on another planet would be unimaginably different. We can't even communicate with intelligent species on our own planet, like octopuses in the deep sea. To assume alien goals would mirror our own might be the ultimate form of hubris. It's also possible that life is common, but complex. Intelligent life is not. For billions of years, life on Earth was nothing more than single-celled organisms. The leap from simple cells to complex animals, and then from animals to a species that looks at the stars, is enormous. Each step could be a filter in itself. The universe might be teeming with microbial life, or even worlds populated by creatures as complex as dinosaurs, but they would be too primitive for us to detect from afar. We are searching for galactic empires, but we ourselves have barely set foot on our own moon. This leads to another humbling thought. Maybe we are just young and ignorant. We only realized we weren't the center of the universe 500 years ago. We learned to fly and use radio waves just over a century ago. On a cosmic timescale, we are infants. Imagine an ant on a small hill, convinced it has surveyed the entire universe. It has no concept of the dimensions, physics, or giant beings watching it. We could be that ant. Proof of alien life might be all around us, but we lack the senses or the knowledge to perceive it. Life could be so fundamentally different from us, from its biology to its goals, that we wouldn't recognize it even if we were looking right at it. And then there's the truly cosmic possibility of black hole. Civilizations. Advanced beings would require immense energy, and black holes are the universe's ultimate power source. However, time dilates profoundly near a black hole. From our perspective, a civilization dwelling near one would appear frozen, their time slowed to a near standstill. A single second for them could be 1 billion years for us, making communication and detection impossible. Perhaps the most advanced civilizations are clustered around these gravitational wells, hidden from us in plain sight. N. But the most likely, and perhaps most profound, reason for the silence is the sheer, crushing distance. We talk about the size of space, but it's the emptiness times between times things that is truly terrifying. If our solar system were the size of your fingerprint, the nearest star would be over 500 feet away. The Andromeda Galaxy is 2.5 million light-years away. This means we are seeing it as it was 2.5 million years ago. An advanced civilization there could have risen, conquered their galaxy, and fallen into ruin 1 million years ago, and we wouldn't even see the first glimmers of their intelligence for another 300,000 years. The universe is expanding faster than light, meaning most galaxies will eventually become forever unreachable. The speed of light isn't just a good idea, it's the law. And against the scale of the cosmos, it's agonizingly slow. N. Ultimately, there are only 2 possibilities, and both are terrifying. If we find life, especially intelligent life, we face an unpredictable future. They could be peaceful benefactors or relentless conquerors. But if we search and confirm that we are truly, utterly alone, that in all of history, across this infinite expanse, we are the only minds to ever look up and wonder, then that carries a different weight. It would mean that we are the most precious thing in the universe. It would mean that every life, every thought, every act of creation is a miracle. It would mean that this tiny spark of consciousness on a lonely speck of dust is the universe's only way of knowing itself. And that is a responsibility of cosmic proportions.